The Eucharist?
What about it?
Nice.
That's
Right.
nice.
Nice. It's me, geriatric flop sensation, Autumn Moon.
And it's me, teen pop sensation, Ariana Grindr. And you're listening and watching
Glamazon Prime. That's nice.
Nice. Wait, genuine.
How do you feel about the Eucharist?
The body of Christ, gay men. Listen, you're eating someone else. I've been eating people out my entire life. That's the old
Yeah,
business.
it's a bit cannibalism, isn't it?
Very
They're
much.
like, oh, these heathens with their heathen
then
practices.
used to drink the piss.
Drink the blood, drink
Miss
the piss. Drink the piss.
Piss.
Drink the blood, eat the body. It's a bit heathen, Tina. But they want to condemn witchcraft.
Oh, come here to me. I wasn't going to ask this so soon, but we've been edging the viewers since episode 1.
It's a big pod.
I need to
It's a
know,
really big pod.
did she sing again?
She sang again. You sang again.
Tell the viewers and the listeners.
So we went to Miss Celine by Candlelight.
Well, throwback to the very first episode of the pod when we
Did
were
I really
talking
talk
about this.
Oh
This is
my
what we were
God. Well, I
talking
bought
about.
the tickets at Christmas for everybody.
This,
It was my last. Do you know when you're doing
sorry.
that?
Specify everybody.
Everybody who matters. No, it was everybody. Everybody who I hadn't yet got presents for happened to overlap with like, oh, they'd actually like this, right? Because there was a couple of people that I thought, in hindsight, had I but known, would have liked it. But you know when you're buying Christmas presents and you get down to the end of the funds and you're like,
listen,
fuck, I have to get this many important presents, and it was really getting
That's
down.
what
It was
I'm
getting down to the wire. Cost of living crisis. Cost of living
The
Christmas.
The cost he lives.
But it was.
They got me, gal.
It was getting down to the wire. They got me, gal. And I was like, shit. I was like, okay. I actually think to pay on my card. I might have had to say to my mom, send me a score. But that could be just fruitful in reminding of myself. But I got down to the wire and I saw this and I was like, this actually is good.
There's holes in that straw. Hang on a second. Sit again.
There's holes in everything. She sucks. But I got down to the wire, and I was originally getting it from me and me nanny because, as I might have told the story in the pod or not, the last time before Celine cancelled her last tour, I was getting me nanny tickets because me nanny she's a simple woman. She doesn't like a lot of extravagant things, but she fucking loves music. She loves music. Every time you go into the house, she loves music, and she's a big fan of Celine. So I was like, Mama, this is gonna be iconic.
But make sure, because she's a woman of a certain age, when she's like walking around, that she doesn't slip, that she doesn't sleep. It's all wrong. Asleep.
Me nanny in
Oh,
her
single game.
asleep. But yeah, so I knew I had to get the tickets, and then as I was getting them, I was like, actually, I'm a bit short of funds. What if I just got
I've
a
been
rake
fucking
these
there.
for the last few people?
Oh.
I think it was myself, Mammy, Godmother, Nanny, and Lauren.
Donna, Marie.
Yeah, and there was, I think, one or two, you would have been in them, maybe, Kirsty would have been in it, and possibly even Sarah Bourne, but although Sarah would like to get one for her mum, I imagine. But some people I already had presents for. You weren't one of them, I didn't get Jan.
So I think I got you.
I don't feel too bad, you didn't get me in.
Listen, happy
We
Christmas.
just got each other our friendship.
Yeah.
We just said, look,
This is true.
let's just
I
say,
got the
let's
peanut
save
gallery
the money
something.
because we're friendship.
She got me something, so I had
She
to
gets
go
everybody everything. She's a mad bastard.
So the rest of my budget went at the peanut gallery.
But the very last schmeckles of my schmeckling,
Schmeckling?
because everybody else I already had bought physical stuff for, and that was.
10.
But I will say, listen, dear viewer, an now ticket to something that's a couple of months away from Christmas is great because everybody
punchy.
gets to like use that after everything else is worn off. It's
Now,
great. It is
not to
actually
play
great.
Neville's advocate.
Here we go. Here we fucking
Not
go.
for relationships. If it's a friendship, you're gonna see to the bitter end, or a family member. That's great. But it happens to me, my ex-girlfriend. I got her front row tickets to see Legally Blonde in the
Every time you
Broadcast
say girlfriend,
Energy
I
Theatre.
like
Hey girlfriend, no, but
an
I know.
angel. An angel gets its wings every
And
time
I'm
he says
such a-
drive.
Nice. Like, but I got us both front row tickets for Legally Blonde in the Broadcast, and then obviously I came out as a flaming homo.
This is illegally
And
blonde.
and then I brought my sister with me. We had a great time, and I got a T-shirt that said "Gay or European" on it because it's gay or European. And I'm pretty sure, not to out anyone, but I think my mom threw that out because she didn't want me wearing a T-shirt that said "Gay or European," because it went missing, and I loved it.
I have a T-shirt that my older brother got me with Santi on it, and Santi's ripped and lying down. It says "Ho ho homosexual." And I was like, thank you. He also bought me a t-shirt that says, I love boys. White t-shirt with big black print that says, I love boys.
He's an ally.
He is an ally, but I just thought that visually wasn't great. I was like, I don't love boys. I like big men's, big strong men's with their big strong men's hands to pick me up because I'm such a tiny demure lady.
And the fucking rest. Now, it wouldn't be like us to get off the point, but how the fuck was the concert?
Oh, fuck.
Fucking 10 minutes
Sing
in.
again. Sing again.
Yeah, sing again.
When you eat my own ass, and you eat my own ass. Well, honest to God, I was a bit worried. Tina, because I think I've obviously spoken about it now a number of times, and I built it up in my own head, and I was like, oh, she's desperate. Oh, she's desperado. But we went, and I have to say, blew me away.
In a nice way.
I'm alive. She was great. And you were doing. I can't do a Celine. I won't. Actually, yes, I can. My Celine is perfectly accurate. Actually, by the way.
She had a single.
She was like, oh my goodness. She was like, hello, Dublin, blah blah blah. She was talking to us, and you were talking to us. And now you're one from fucking England, like you were talking to us, and you were doing all this. And she was great. And she sang obviously every bar of her life because she's an impersonator.
It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now as I think of it.
It's all coming back.
And she did. Numbers, costume changes.
But
now, one thing I do, I take umbrage.
Oh, here we fucking
I
go.
take
There's always
umbrage.
one. I'm so sorry if you're watching this.
I take
Check Professor Umbridge. What are you taking Professor Umbridge?
Umbrage with she wore now for what she is, which is an impersonator.
Yeah.
It was perfectly A plus for what you wore.
Okay.
One of the dresses she wore is something that I hate Celine wearing this. It's a pink, I believe it's Balmain.
Well, she's been
like
set up to
Coxwell
fail
Balmain.
then. If
Yeah.
the fucking rails here, you
But
don't like it.
Celine wears a thing on. And it's just this one particular short Balmain dress. Sorry to drag Balmain, it might not be yours, but it looks like yours. And I hate it. But she wore it, and it was because she's an impersonator. It was.
Can you see my hair on
It
this?
was-
Sorry.
We can always see her hairline. We just don't talk about it.
We don't
Sing
talk
again.
about hairline.
But honest to God, girls, all the build up, it really was worth it. All of us were blown away. That place was rocking.
I was nearly afraid to ask because I
Patrick's
seen her on your
Cathedral
story and
was
I seen her, she was
rocking.
just like, hello Dublin. And I was like, okay. No, that sounds more like Cher. But when I heard her say, I was like, you know what, it's actually going to be grand. And then I thought you were going to miss it just because, not to out you as someone who can sometimes not be on time. But today you were very early. I was very proud. I was very proud.
And we also learned another magical fact today.
Oh, did we?
I think we vindicated me.
I wouldn't say we vindicated you.
I would. I paint quicker than you.
Oh yeah, we know that.
No, I didn't. I did not know this. I thought nobody
Listen.
painted slower than me.
You can't
I think that's my trauma. I'm always late for everything, so I think get it on.
Listen, it's your own business.
Let's get it on. But yes, to make a long story painful,
Very much.
Celine was fucking great.
Good.
Recommend. Do it again. Next Celine. Another Celine. Next Celine. Candlelight.
And come here to me. Did you wear your Heart of the Ocean?
No, because I'll tell you a trauma.
Oh God, what?
I couldn't find it.
Well, it's
Wouldn't be
somewhere.
like me.
It
I
won't
know.
fucking
I
like
remember
you.
it's in a little
somewhere.
velvet baggie and with matching earrings, and I put them somewhere safe. And to everybody out there with ADHD, a safe place. Narnia, back of the wardrobe, gone. Mr. Tumbus is rocking it right now.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there
You just
somewhere.
forgot this. It's like a tampon.
But
Just
next
come
time I
off.
find it, when I do find it, I'll wear it that week on the pod because the viewers need to see
And the fucking rest.
my AliExpress Heart of the Ocean. I mean the real one.
They're very much. Come here to me. The Nintendo Switch 2.
Code Switch.
Are you getting one?
I don't know, am I?
I'm asking you. The Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out on the 5th of June.
I'm not a mad switcher.
Oh, see, this is it. I barely I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one of these just because I wanted one. But then I was like, when was the last time I actually played my Nintendo Switch? I can't remember.
Maybe that's because it's like you want the new games. Although I don't know what games did you bring out on Switch.
Well, this is the thing. There wasn't much of a fucking
This is Zelda,
lineup.
big Zelda T, isn't it?
But like the Zelda game that's coming
Breath
out
of
on
the
the Switch,
Geesh.
I know, but the Zelda game that they're bringing out on the Switch 2 is the one that's exactly out on the other Switch, but it's like the Switch 2 version. There's a few extra features, but
Yeah, but them games
not
are
enough to
unfortunate. They're
spend
not gonna stop
500
making
quid
them.
on a new fucking console. The only two games coming out at launch that I know of is Mario Kart World, which looks fab, but it's a Mario
Love
Kart
it,
game.
Mario Kart.
They're very much.
Yahoo!
And there's a Donkey Kong game, but they're the only two brand new original games coming out on the console. So I'm like, you want me to pay 500 quid for that?
Yeah, I got an Xbox
Let me
X, and I think that only cost me. I don't even think it cost me 500, and that was like that's the best Xbox that's out now. And I got that, and I got a controller, and I think I got a game,
Fair trade.
and it was I think it was 3 something. So 500 for a little Switch, Tina. It's a bit steep. It's a bit steep now.
Now, to be fair, it's like $4.60 or something, but if you want it with the Super Mario Kart game, it's $5.10, I think. I'm like, of course I'm going to get it with the game.
Still $50 for the game, even though you're
Oh,
buying
no.
it.
The game is
It's not
90.
like a bundle.
The game is 90. But
Go 90?
Yeah. The game by itself is $89.99, but if you get it with the bundle, it's like $4.60 or $4.70 for the Switch 2, or you can get the bundle for $5.10. I love that I know all the fucking prices. I was only looking this up because I was like, will I? But to be fair, the videos I've seen of Super Mario Kart World is deadly because when you're doing like a little like Grand Prix or whatever, you have to drive from the race car track to the next, and everyone drives together. Kind of cute and cunty. It's like a big open world thing.
Right. So it's a bit
Kind of
It's a
cute.
bit of an expansion beyond what Mario Kart normally is.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like, there's like a little camera you can get, and then you can go with your friends and do it with your pals, and you can talk to each other like you're in the room with each other, and you can go off road, and you can
Well,
go.
if we do buy one, we better get a few friends and pals.
Well, listen, you know what I mean.
Fucked.
Absolutely. Well,
Do you know what I did like? Do you
one.
know that when the Mario games went 3D? No,
Yeah.
it wasn't for me.
Oh really?
No.
I
I like my isometric, whatever it's called, side scroller Mario.
I get that. Well, listen, some
love
people don't like change. Some people don't like going through the change, but that's their own business.
That's why you haven't brushed that wig in about 4 weeks.
Well, listen, I've been begging you to fucking do a job on it for me. Trying to get me fucking hands on you to do a job
You're
on
gonna
me.
get your wig next week, like Yahoo!
So I'm going away on my holidays, so that's why we're filming a few episodes of the pod back to back. So
They'll never know.
we have stuff. So while you're watching this, I'm going to be cruising
around.
with Jay McDonald's around Spain for 11 nights. That's the old business. I'm very excited about it. So I'm probably there right now, running around in my
You
little
have to find the heart of the
speedo.
ocean before you go.
Oh yeah.
Imagine you just lying by the deck. Do you remember like one of your French girls with your little heart of the ocean?
But I'm not going. I'm
Cute.
going to see Titanic in June in London, so I'll wear that.
I have
So,
to find it. Have to
root it
dig
out.
it out.
Do a cough and drop and it'll come out. I keep telling you. Excuse me. Well, you know, you can do a little bit for me. I won't stop you. And fuck falls apart.
You've one more gig before you go away. I'll sort her out for you.
I'm being held together by a piece of string over here. That's my own business. And I was going to wear the big blonde double saxon that I wore for RuPaul. This day last year, Miss RuPaul was this day last year.
Oh, we have to talk about it.
Oh, happy anniversary to me and Miss Mama Ru.
If you can insert a clip, you should. Her name is Ariana Grindr. Iconic.
I know.
You manifest, Tina.
I manifest Tina at that. And it's so funny. People aren't going to believe this. I'm going to have to show it to you on my old phone. The very night before, this is crazy, boo-boo crazy. I wrote in my notes, I don't know what I was thinking or why I wrote it, but it's still in my notes and the timestamp with the date.
Are you psychic?
I wrote it. I literally said, RuPaul is going to tell you she's going to look for your tape. I swear to God, there's proof. I said that. I was just lying in bed, doing a little excitement, visualizing it, manifesting it,
excitement.
and then kicking my legs under the sheets, and then I fell asleep and forgot about it. And only after it happened, totally forgot about it. Totally
Damn
after the fact,
excitement.
I was like, I'm having deja vu. Did I? And I was like, no, I obviously imagined that. And I went to my phone and I went through my notes, and sure enough, there was a note there that said, RuPaul is going to tell you that she's going to look for your tape. Listen, believe women.
Believe women in media.
Believe women. But yeah, I'm not getting a Nintendo Switch 2 because they're very expensive.
Maybe if you're writing your notes, the Nintendo Switch 2 is going on sale.
That's what. Because I've got my.
What if your notes is like a Horcrux? Like, what if it's like Ginny Weasley and it's like a magic book and that you write and it'll come true?
Nice, mate. I'll be right back.
What's
Nice.
his name? Tom Riddle is gonna eat my ass or whatever.
Autumn Moon is going to style all my wigs. Not charge me a red cent.
You be quick at finding the chamber seat.
Nice.
Did I ever tell you about how I got kicked out of the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry for giving all the boys a nasty case of Hogwarts?
Oh man, that's their own business. They always blame the woman, don't they?
It's always my fault.
Well, listen, that school is very hateful anyway.
Chamber of Secrets.
You wouldn't want to be doing a dirty line
What
with
is
that
that?
straw. There's holes in this story. I know I already said this. But I
Oh
probably
well,
should've
you're
changed it.
using a plastic straw.
Oh, these are actually biodegradable. Panty Bar were actually the first.
Mine is plastic, but it's not biodegradable, but it is reusable. So which
Very
is more?
much.
Wait, which is the lesser of evil? A biodegradable plastic moment or a reusable, non-biodegradable plastic moment? She's gonna be around for 1,000 years. After we're dead and gone, I'd be lying in a coffin, a skeleton with a corset and 2 giant breast implants,
Serving a look.
and my plastic straw will still be floating around the ocean, choking turtles.
Well,
Sorry, turtles.
sorry about it.
Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know what's happening? Okay, we've talked about Miss Somebody on the
At
before.
great length.
First of all,
And Gert.
happy birthday. Say it
Happy
with me.
birthday.
David Attenborough turned
David
99.
Ah, stop.
Yes,
what an
it's
age.
99.
That's some fucking
If
age.
he doesn't make it to a winner, I'm
love a
gonna
99.
flip the table.
And the little
flip
flake
the
and all.
table.
Mr. Whippy.
Someone's gonna get Mr. Whippy now in a minute.
I'm gonna fucking lick him out. I'm gonna
there's-
leave him out like a cabbage cream egg.
His next big documentary thing is coming to cinemas. Mama, when have we gone to see Miss David Attenborough Tina in the cinema? I'd be dragging people left, right, and centre.
You can drag someone else.
Now, and if anybody comes into that cinema with a plastic straw, I'll smash that face in.
As you should. It's a woman's
I will
prerogative to smash
batter them
people's
in
faces in. Listen, that's your own business.
But yeah, Miss David Attenborough in the cinema. Can't wait. It's gonna be great.
As you should. And speaking of David Attenborough in the wilds, was I telling you I went fucking rock climbing?
Oh my god.
I
You
went.
did mention and then you
rock
made
climbing.
me not speak to you about it, so let's
Yeah, so basically we were getting the bus into work today, and I was like, "Oh my god, you'll never guess what happened." And I was like, "Actually, I can't tell you. I'll tell you."
You were like, my arms are so... Your muscles will bulge and you're like, my arms are so sore.
That's gas because like when you're using things that you don't even know you had,
You're like
like
Spider-Man.
even that's my own business. So I was doing this,
Spider-Woman.
and all the bits and bobs were shooting at me. No, but like even doing that with my hand, I'm feeling fucking bits and bobs going. Oh Jesus fucking Christ, Lord of mercy, God forgive me.
From lifting these big massive titties around your back.
Now, it was so hard. Eventually, like halfway through, I just had to like, listen, girls, I'm gonna be a voyeur now and watch the rest of this because I actually couldn't grip onto the fucking things anymore. I had no strength left. It's like lifting weights, but the weight is your whole body.
And it's muscles you never use and ways. Like, that's a different... Even then, if you were a gym person and you started doing rock climbing, your muscles are going to be
And
like...
here, it's a sign your life weight start. They make you watch a 3-minute video, and it's a fucking stupid video. It's literally like an infographic and one different fact every 10 seconds. So, like, it could have been an email. It could have been a nothing. It could have been a text message.
This email could have been a meeting, and this meeting could have been a letter, and that letter could have got lost in the post.
I could have printed it out, rolled it up, did a line off it, shoved it up my arse. Because there was basically nothing in it. And you know what one of them said? It literally says...
Don't try this at home.
The very
I don't have a
much-
wall, Mary.
Pregnant women.
I'm an
It
unhoused
said
person.
pregnant women might be at risk. Ah, yeah, because we're going to go fucking rock climb. And the woman had a big fucking pregnant belly. It was like, stop
You
messing.
wouldn't reach the wall.
Come up for fucking
Isn't
hell.
it 3 points of contact?
And have you seen? And there's no harnesses. I thought it was going to be a Mary harness.
That's the only reason I was going to go, so I could wear a
So I can
harness.
go fucking swinging like fucking
I
Tarzan.
wanted to go swinging in harnesses. It's very coded, isn't it? And it's rock wall.
The little fucking things you hold on to are very vaginal looking. There are all these protrusions. Like the labia majora.
Are you,
can
sure
tell
you had
I'm-
a girlfriend?
Yeah. It was in there somewhere. Listen. Put it in the clitoris.
Well, what, come here, what'd you do to get... Did you enjoy it? Minus pain.
I loved it and I can't wait to go get it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Will you
go
bring
with my
me?
sister. Yeah, I will. And
Okay.
there's all different like levels.
Stop.
There's all different levels now. I was doing the easy ones. Now to be fair, I did 4. I couldn't finish the 4, but I did do a 3. It was fucking killing me. I'm gonna be a bitch for me holiday, but be the right amount of height. Oh my
You're
god.
gonna you can't get on this boat. You're too hot. You might combust.
I'm gonna be shooting and fluting around now. Because this is in the future.
Okay.
You're watching this right now as we speak. I'm away in Spain.
You're sipping on
Remain
a
in Spain.
virgin daiquiri. What? Actually, viewers, you didn't have your drink when you went to that thing that
Still
time.
haven't had my
Why
drink.
don't you, when you're luxuriating by a pool in the Mediterranean? Mama, if you are ever going to have one,
Maybe.
luxuriating
But I'm
by a
saying
pool.
when-
I'm not saying go off the rocker. I'm saying have one.
Yeah, but I'm saying that last year when I went on the cruise with my shout out Alison friend.
Last time she went cruising.
I went with Alison.
Also, Alison, if you're looking for any more gay people that you want to bring on cruises, hi.
Absolutely.
I need,
with
this,
our
I
hand
need
luggage.
this fucking loaded friend who brings you on cruises. That's mental.
I know it's great. I did get very lucky, thanks Alison. But I'm looking forward to it. But I went on the cruise with her last time, and we were just right place, right time. We went past a real fancy shop. It was like a Bulgaria or one of these. There was 2 fellas in there on their. There's an airplane going past the fucking window apparently.
It's a helicopter. It's a street sweeper.
Jesus. Any time now. Come on, be doing.
Business.
Oh.
Lauren, can you be rich like Alison? Because I'd love her, to be honest. Maybe I should be rich like Alison. I can bring people out of the family. Are you ready?
Yeah.
In a little top tuna. Appropriate in top culture. Right, as we say in the business, 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha.
So when I went on my cruise last time, we were walking past this really expensive shop, and there was these really rich people buying a really rich watch, really expensive, and they cracked open a bottle of champagne where each glass of champagne was worth €1,000. And it was handed to me. I said, "Oh, thank you so much, but I actually don't drink."
What
and I handed
life
it
do
to
you
my
live?
friend. The glasses of champagne were €1,000, and I handed it over, and I was just like, "No, I don't drink. Thank you so much, though." And I wasn't even tempted. See, I'm very like that. When I set my mind to something, like I'll do it.
No, but I'm thrifty. I would have been like, €1,000. I'm not wasting that.
I know. But listen,
I would have been ringing the glass out.
you know what I mean? But no, I said, listen, it'll happen again.
I'm sorry. No, I love an elf fancy moment and a bougie moment now, but €1,000 glass is something. You're being robbed. You're being robbed.
Oh, the very
Even
much.
if you're a bajillionaire,
like,
you're being
do you know
robbed.
what I mean? Like, we're all stomping on the same grapes. It's the same feet. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking David Beckham standing there with his golden toes out with his little todgers. And well, maybe if he had his todger out, listen, maybe I'd pay it then, but it's your business.
Was Robert Irwin's piss?
Oh, listen.
$1,000 a glass, darling.
Piss. The snake charmer. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need to go home and Google him again.
We need to stop talking about piss on the pod, really. It's becoming an issue.
It's the very... I wasn't going to
A
say...
issue? But €1,000 glass is off the rocker, though. Really.
It's off the rocker. Imagine
So who bought... Wait, hang on a minute. Who bought the bottle? Who picked up the bill?
So basically, there was the man who was treating his like husband. They'd been like together for like, it was like a big anniversary. It was like a 10-year wedding or something like that. And he was buying him an expensive watch, and it was so expensive, like 15 something grand. Like it was a big expensive watch.
That's only 15 glasses of fucking drink.
You know what I mean? But they cracked open this bottle to celebrate. It was a part of the experience, basically.
And you were so close to that you can't remember the name of who you were. Okay, so you're giving randomers on the street a grand worth of glass.
I'm saying that though, I had done a little performance on the boat, so people were like,
"Oh, you were a celebrity."
I did a little, and I was serving looks.
Your
I
heart
served
would belong.
looks on these
Boy Lukes?
cruises, boy looks, stunning. Like remember the little basketball?
Jamie, pull it up.
Pull up, roll the tapes. But like my little handbag was like a basketball, and you know the one with the white linen fucking negligee suit, basically, and I have a few other gorge looks coming for this cruise, and I'll be running around with my little speedo. And I listen, I have my bollocks tucked into my stomach for 51 weeks of the year. When I go on my holidays, I'm running around with my little speedo. I don't give a shit. I don't care whose nose it not, whose face gets the back of it. That's me business. But you know what I mean? Like people are like, I'm running around with a little speedo on my holidays. That's me. It's a woman's prerogative to run around a little speedo on her holidays.
It's a woman's world.
Because it's literally inside me for 51 weeks of the year. For your enjoyment, not mine. Oh my god. It's his holiday. Do you know what I mean?
And do you, come here, when you go on the cruise, do you do the whole geesh? Do you get off at the stops? Do you... I haven't been on a cruise, but my mum loves an L cruise.
Well, this is cruising.
Big cruiser.
That's wrong.
But they love it.
She loves getting on the boats too. Oh my god.
But they sometimes they'll do a stop Elena, but they won't do every one. So I want to know, are you like, oh, we're stopped, we have to go?
So basically,
or do you go, oh, we'll miss Venice?
So the last time we went, we did France, Spain, Italy, and we got off at basically all of them. Yeah, we got off at all. Now there was one day where we were like at the same port for like 2 days, so we ended up having like a day by the pool. But like we went out like the
trip by the pool, a lounge in the spa. She's on my knees, the whole world according to moi.
The very much. No, but like there was one of the ports we went last time and there wasn't a lot going on. So we went out, had a little mosey around, got an ice cream, had a coffee, got an ice cold Diet Coke, got back on the boat. But yeah, no, a lot of the time I'd get off just to see what the story is, and if it's really nice, like one of the days we went to Monaco Lewinsky, shout out Monaco Lewinsky, deep friend of the pod. We went all around like Portofino, and there was like, remember we did like, it was like France, Spain, Italy. Yeah. And but this time it's just loads of places around Spain, so I'll get off. There's a few at sea days.
Hola, salut.
The very much Eurovision. The very much. But I'm bringing
this one.
Heartstopper. Volume 5 is coming with me this time for my at sea days, and I'm bringing
cute. Is that the new
Wednesday
graphic novel?
Yeah, well, it's the latest one. I just haven't read it yet. I'm kind of saving it for this holiday to read at sea, because I brought a book with me last time. And
when you don't drink, you have to read.
They very much read the children.
And sometimes you can drink and read, but that's Maggie's.
That's your own business. But basically, Alison ended up reading my book last time because she was more interested in it than I was. The sun melted it, all the glue, and it kind of fell apart. But listen,
fuck off.
Yeah. It was so hot.
Won't I see?
It's my own business. I'll still read it. It was a good book. It's just she was more interested than I was, so I left her to it.
You loved Miss Cruise.
Yeah.
You loved Miss Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
What was your favourite holiday you were ever on? And it could have been that cruise. I'm just asking in general.
I loved a few years ago. I did Disneyland Paris with the family.
Oh, cute.
So it actually felt really,
Cute.
and I shared a room with my parents, and I never thought I'd get on with my mum and dad as much as I did on that holiday. Because we're in Disneyland, and we were like kids. We were all in matching pajamas and all.
When you wish upon an earth. Very nice.
Very much. I would have joined you, but you started off very high, love.
Yeah, I cracked at the end, but it's
That's
okay.
it, no one heard
They'll
it.
never hear it. Fix it in post.
They'll never know.
I did
Tell me about your holiday.
the family geesh of going to, like, we did Florida,
Yeah.
Disneyland, and now this was, I have a trauma story.
Mm.
The first time we were in Miss Flortina.
Yeah.
Well, you'll never guess who got elected.
Who? Miss Trump.
Miss Orange Head. Miss Pumptina.
Did you see the picture of
So
her
we're
at
not
the
gonna
drag? There's a picture of her, and he has a white face, no toupee, and he's just like a random man at an airport, and he looks, and the caption was, I've never seen him out of drag before. It was very, very cunty.
But the first time we were there, it was like, obviously they cast their votes. Like, I don't know how long we were there for. We weren't there for that long, maybe 8-9 days. But they cast it, because I remember sitting in the bar and they, you know, that like CNN or whatever, and it's like telling the tally as things come in.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first time we were there, and we had a couple of days left before we were leaving, and Miss Hoare had been whatever rigor mortis, and I was like in the bar, and I was like, we were watching it, and we went home, and then the next day I was like, is the world okay? Can we just go outside now?
Yeah.
That slaphead just got, like, so-called elected. He wasn't sworn in, but I was like, are we allowed to just go outside now and live our lives? Because what the fuck just happened? Really?
Wild. I remember I was living in London at the time, and I remember just lying in bed being like, this is insane.
Mm.
I was like, oh my god, I could be president.
Or maybe that was the second. Anyway, one time.
No.
But yeah, big family holiday too, because we love that. All of us.
First one was like 2016.
No, because I think the first time I went might have been 2012. So maybe it was the second time. But anyway, one of the times, the first time he was like, that's when we were there. But we are all little sluts for, like, Harry Potter. Going to Harry Potter land, buying the one. I was like, they're not going to get me, girl. I know they're going to try and sell me stuff. I spent $145 on a robe. I spent $35 on one wand, $35 on another wand. I bought a chocolate frog pin that was about $40.
And €5 on this wig.
Yeah, and I was like, they're not going to get
Says
me, girl. And then I remember in the shop I was showing me ma and Tig, shout out to Tig, friend of the podcast, shout out to my friend. And I was showing them the chocolate frog pin, and it, like, when you opened it, it was like a gold, whatever. When you opened it, it smelled like chocolate.
This was pre-Black Mold, before you try to cancel my good sister
before
here.
you try and cancel me. This was back in the day when you could enjoy things without persecution. But it smelled like chocolate, right? And I was like, oh, this thing
Pre-Black
smells
Mold.
like chocolate.
It's chocolate.
And they were like, oh, but it's very expensive. And I was like, yeah, I agree. Okay,
Yeah,
I won't
but
get
you
it.
like what you like.
I was like, I won't get it. Put it down. But I told him I won't get it. And Tig turns to me and he goes, Frodo. No, he goes, Bilbo, the ring is still in your pocket. Because I was doing acting. I was bringing it up to the till, Mary. I was just pretending I wasn't going to. And Ty goes, literally in the middle of the show, he goes, Bilbo, the ring is still in your pocket. And the two of us scream. And now anytime we say that, he knows what we're talking about.
That's very country.
And I still have it to this day, so.
Ah, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice. Peanut
Back
gallery,
when
how
you
are we
could
for
enjoy
time?
things. But yeah, and the whole, like, Disneyland, all the new Star Wars Tinas.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I haven't seen, which I'm dying to see?
What?
When Miss fucking Orange Turnip Head cunt, she's no longer at the Geesh.
Passes away.
The Pandora. Oh, the Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint my pussy blue and go. I can't wait.
What do you mean painted? How already was?
It's
Oh
my
my
business.
god, that's your own business. I want to get a check.
But that Avatar land looks geesh.
Yeah. Did you play the video game? Would you have any interest
The
in that?
first one I played.
There's a new
good.
one that's like an open world situational situation.
No, I played with the first movie. That one I played.
Oh, okay, because I remember
It
you
was
were
very good.
I haven't played that one, but I saw there's a new one, and it was kind of giving Oblivion in the open world, and I know you like that kind of moment.
Love a sandbox. Love an open world.
I
Love an
think
RPG.
And it was on sale a while ago. Have a little nose. You might get into that.
I must look up a little review and make sure it puts it in it. Although I remember hearing that it was actually very good.
Yeah, I know. I heard that too because there was a Gollum game that got kind of panned critically. Pantina Morales.
Tina vs.
And it would have been something that I would have been interested. It did pique my interest, but then I saw the reviews and the videos. I was like, never mind.
Yeah, apparently it was flopped in it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Mm.
Listen, they spoil us.
Spoilers.
Spoilers! Nice! Wait, oh, come here to me. Did you hear about... Do you remember the fucking... the Willy Wonka experience in Glasgow?
Yeah.
Remind the viewers that it was Glasgow, there was an
What was
AI
it,
poster.
The Grim or whatever. He was
Yeah.
like a fake.
Whatever the fuck that was.
They were walking around. There was a few posters half glued to walls.
Yeah. But obviously they used AI to like make up this gorgeous poster. What to expect now? Media literacy left the chat because it looked obviously AI, and you should kind of like not to victim blame, but listen, let's be honest. It was never going to be an exciting experience for anyone involved. But anyway, I'm glad people got their money back and it became this.
Oh, did they?
I think people did. I could be wrong. But the police were called. There was a whole situational
But then
situation.
didn't they redo it as a shit version and people paid knowing it was shit? And
Oh,
it was like,
great.
yeah.
That's kind of
Because it went viral, people were like, oh, I want to go
They
to
want
this
to
shit
go to the
thing.
shit one.
And they paid money to go to
Isn't
the
that
shit
mad?
thing.
Someone do a thesis. They probably already did. Someone is probably doing their thesis. You fuck off. I don't have the energy to fight back. It's been a long day, girls. This is my own business. But come here to me. I only bring it up because I got to read it out because I want to say it properly. Right, you know Sabrina Carpenter?
Mm-hmm.
Sabina Carpenter. Or Sabina Carpenter.
Oh, yeah, we were corrected. I'm sorry. Michael D's wife is called Sabina. Sabina.
You know how exhausting it is for me being right all the time? But listen, that's my own business.
Oh, what, did you say that?
I, of course, believe women.
Sorry.
Thank you. Now, come here to me. Team Sabrina VIP pre-show party. So this ticket costs €500.
What is it?
So basically, Team Sabrina, it was a Sabrina Carpenter ticket for the concert. But you know the way they get you with these fucking extras and the lanyard and the fucking poster and the pins and the badges so they could slap on an extra €100-400 onto the fucking gig.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that. So it was a €500 ticket for the concert, but they did a pre-show party for you. So you got the concert and a pre-show party, and you were supposed to get like food, drinks, a spread, a private
Next club.
bar.
Another club.
Next place, the very much, but this is what they're after fucking getting. I'll show you. I took a screenshot.
You're gonna have to flash it up for the viewers.
Yeah. You paid €500 for a VIP ticket.
Is that
was
bread?
supposed to include bread
My grandparents said, "Can I please have bread?"
It was supposed to include a Team Sabrina pre-show party. This was
What
the
are
party.
they?
I don't know. They look
Fucking
good.
chipsticks.
And the fuck. Oh, I actually wouldn't mind
I
the
love
chipsticks.
chipsticks.
Maybe we should have paid for them.
€500 for chipsticks.
Listen, I rebuke the devil. That's the old business. You know what?
Chipsticks were lit.
You know what? It would be like me to make a non-issue out of an issue out of a non-issue. It would be like me. So I retract that statement. I'm so sorry, Sabina Carpenter, Sabina Carpenter, and Sabina Carpenter. I'm going to get a subpoena and a subpoenas now for bringing this up on the pod.
Oh, isn't Miss Hawk coming over for a little show gig? Isn't she touring and she's
She
coming here?
already did. I remember I went to her hence the fucking week.
Who am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking
Olivia
of Julia
Rodrigo?
Peep. I'm thinking of
Oh, Julia Peep is coming again. She did a full 1A. You know who loves Julia Peep?
Who?
Leo fucking Varadkar. I'm sorry
Is
for
that around Julia Peep?
I know, but a few times
Actually, I actually really like it.
I can't stand them. And you know, they have a picture of him up on the wall in the George, and I feel like asking him to take it down.
Can I tell you a gas story about him? I was out one time in Street 66 with my mother, who shall remain nameless. Hi, ma'am. And we this was the end of the night. Now we moved out. A lot of drinkery had been done. And anyway, we were in Street 66, and do you know the way Street 66 when it gets busy? It's like Sardine Central. You have to wiggle past. Excuse me, sir, excuse me. You have to like literally carve your way through the fucking sea of people to get to the bathroom. Anyway, I was carving my way through, and I just turned and looked up, and I was like, oh! And I was chest to chest with Leo. Just. But I didn't even have time to like really react or comprehend it, because I completely wasn't expecting, at the time, whatever it was, whatever the fuck it was, I wasn't expecting to see him. So I just looked up and was like, hey Leo, and kept going. Anyway, did me little ways, did me little business.
Yeah.
Just drop off some timber. Went back to the table, right? We were sitting down and we were playing like Jenga or something, and I was like to my ma, never guess who I just bumped into. Yeah, and I'm like, Leo Vark was out there. And my ma's out. Let me out. I ain't gonna want to talk to you. I'm like, no, we're not doing political activism on the night out. Leave him alone.
No, I know he's out.
No, I would now, knowing now what I know now. But at the time, I was like, leave. He's only a little gay. I leave him alone. And but yeah, my mum wanted to go over and like.
No, he doesn't deserve peace.
him.
In my humble opinion, he doesn't deserve peace in the gay community. He literally got up in front of our government and said, "No, the gays shouldn't get married."
What a fucking flop.
And now there's a mural dedicated to him in the fucking George. I feel like ripping it down. No offense.
George,
nice
get it
way.
together. That's a flop.
I love y'all, but please take that down. But yeah, and I remember he came up to me in Panty Bar one time. Sorry if you can hear all the messing inside. Listen, happy Christmas. He came up to me in Panty Bar one time, and he goes to me, would you mind playing some Dua Lipa? And I felt like saying, you want me to play Dua Lipa?
And
I live in my mother and father's box room because of you, and you want me to play do a full 180
Drag her.
and get the I'm going to Dua Lipa into the fucking
You have
liffey.
locked my generation out of
I'm going to
homeownership.
do Dua Lipa
And you want me to play
into
Dula
the fucking
Peeping?
liffey because of you.
You'd be Dula peeping out of the inside of the bag or throw you in, you tramp. But that's very cheek of him.
You wanted me to play
You should
Dua
say,
Lipa?
do you know what my age bracket is? Do you know my socioeconomic realness is?
I'm in my
How
dad's
dare
box room
you.
because of you, and you want me to play Dua Lipa?
She has to keep her drag in boxes. In a box room.
Packages, boxes, and bags.
Oh my god, that's how all your dolls feel.
Oh my god, am I
Now-
Leo Varadkar?
The woke right, the asleep right will say, you
You
can't
don't.
afford a home because you buy dolls.
They would say that.
And how I can respond to them is, Mama, get your act together. Get it together. Get it together. If we can't buy dolls,
Yeah.
where are we supposed to house them? Unhoused dolls.
Who's
Here's two
having-
unhoused dolls. We would be unhoused
But I'm
dolls.
saying that, like, I wouldn't even call it expendable income because I know I'm not going to be able to afford a house, so I might as well have a quality of life.
Mhm.
So the money I do have goes on my quality of life.
Because you ever hear that, like, oh, stop buying coffees. So
Yeah, I'm
like,
going to be able to buy a house then. I'm like, girl, I'm not going to be
okay.
able to buy a house anyway, so let me use my, expendable income on a decent quality of life because I'm not going to be able to afford a house.
I listen to the radio.
I listen to the radio.
And there was a girl on, I think it was News Talk, and she was talking about how now with the average, for every person on the average salary income, right,
Yeah.
it would take one person on their own 46 years to save up a down payment on a house. A down payment on a house? I want me fucking, I need me plot in Mount Jerome and me fucking nursing home at that stage.
Dua Lipa.
46 years? You
And now
joking
Dua
me?
Lipa in the fucking liffey. Sure
Are
that
you
Leo Varadkar.
messing? Are you joking me?
Yeah.
And that's why all the bright, young and beautiful have to leave this country, which is a terrible thing because it's a
But the
fantastic
day
country.
he stepped
It's
down
devastating.
was a very, very happy fucking day, and I'm only raging.
Yeah, but
that
now we have other regions.
Nothing came out
Yeah,
about him.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesus! One Egypt replaces the next. But listen, someday, Yuck Mary Lou, we will have a Yuck Mary Lou, I think.
Frankly, Minister,
I
what
know.
you've said today, Minister, frankly, Count Corder will agree, I'm sure. What you've said here today is absolutely farcical. Because the people of Ireland...
Can we get married on the pod?
Drag them,
Can
Mary.
we get married on the
Sinn
pod?
Féin follow me on Instagram. They follow like 5 people, and I'm one of
They
them.
wanna.
Isn't that country?
Sinn Féin liked a comment I put one time. It was a very political comment I put on someone. They were like, I was like, oh.
Yes, whoever the gay intern at Sinn Féin
Get married
Instagram.
on the pod.
Thanks so much for following me. Thank you. But I just think,
That's country. That's
No,
Sinn Féin value. That's
isn't
not
it?
country, really.
but
yeah.
I just think, no matter what your politics are, you have to think of it this way. We've 3 main parties. We've tried some of column A. It didn't work out. We tried,
For the last, 90
yeah,
years?
some of column B. It didn't work out. And then we
Mhm.
tried a little of column A and a little of column B. It didn't work out for some reason.
No.
We
didn't
haven't
try
tried
that.
column.
No, they lost. Mary, they lost. And what they said was, it's my ball, I'm going home. They said, let's combine votes. That should have been illegal. That should not be allowed. Let's combine votes to stay in power. It's my ball, I'm going home, Minister.
Yeah.
No, that shouldn't have been allowed. Go home. It's not your ball.
Yeah, it's our ball.
People of Ireland.
The people of Ireland died for that ball.
People of Ireland. But yeah,
Yeah, nice
love,
way.
love Miss Mary Lou. She's very cuddly.
But that's what I don't understand. We've had some of column A, we've had some column B, we had
Try all of column A, try all of column B.
Well, column
I'm
C.
in the mood to help you,
Help
Cam
you.
Carla.
You never put your friend in me. What's your own business?
Mary Lou should play the genie on Broadway.
Yup, Mary Lou.
Sorry.
But I'm just trying to say, do you know what? In my head, no matter what your politics is, we've tried this for the last 100+ years. It didn't work. This didn't work. Why haven't we given this one a go? That's the logical fucking thing. Give it a fucking go. And you know what? If it doesn't work, we'll do a vote of no confidence and try something fucking else.
And
But at least give it a
on
fucking
an
go.
unrelated note, we'd like to thank this week's sponsor.
Sinn
Sinn
Féin.
Féin.
Yup, Mary Lou. Well, this is what I don't understand, and it's there's something masochistic about voting for the same
I
shite
don't get it.
every single time. And you know, and then Oh, and then we'll all act surprised when they fucking shaft us again and sell us out to the fucking vulture
I
funds.
don't get it.
Tell the fucking prees. They're gonna. And we're voting for that
Is
shite.
it just like
every single- it's
generational trauma?
masochistic.
People have been doing it for so long that they think, well, I can't change my mind now because I always voted for Fine Gael.
You know what it is? It's mental fucking illness, and I can say it as someone that takes medication.
You have an expert on the pod to talk
Some
about.
of my
What
best
do you
friends are
think?
mentally ill. Mentally ill.
illness?
Mental illness. Nice play. Listen, that's their own business. That's their own jizness. Women in jizness.
We're just two cross-dressers
Who's
sitting
having
here
that conversation?
talking the real political tea.
As much as I love Mickey G, and I'm going to be devastated when she leaves us, unless she earns her retirement. I'd love to be
Shit.
president of Ireland. I think I do a great job.
But the power is so limited. You're not much more than the figurehead, really,
But
in this country.
that's why I'd be so Contalina.
Oh, you'd be like,
I
"Eat
show
my
up,
ass, girl."
and I show up when I'm with me scissors, and I shake me ditties, and I do this, and I leave in the Oris.
Is it?
Aaron
we don't
Levine.
vote for the president.
Aaron
How does
Levine.
How does the
I
president
think
get
I do.
elected? Isn't it a vote?
I think we are going to be voting.
Do you know what? That's like, it's been so long since we've had to vote for president that I don't even remember.
To be
the vote.
honest, I don't remember ever voting for any president.
We were probably too young.
Probably. Real young. Wouldn't be like
Just little
us.
babies.
Excuse me, Mom.
Little
Listen,
babies. Oh.
that's our own bleeding
I got
jizzers.
goo-goo.
Wait, so, have you found your feet?
Have you found my feet? I mean us.
Have you found your
Mate,
fetus?
our feet us.
Fetus. Fetus.
Have you found your fetus
That's your own business.
on this podcast?
Oh, come here to me. You know what I love? I said it earlier on, but I actually didn't explain it when I said right in the clitters. Do you ever see that in the bins, the green bins all around Dublin, and it says litter, and people put a C in front of the L, and an S after the, and a literally says
Putting the
clitoris.
bins in drag.
Basically, but there's
Love it.
bins all over Dublin that say clitoris. Now it's spelled funny, but I find it so funny, and one of these days they're going to catch me doing it. Because I
Catch
think
me
it's so
outside.
cunty,
How
and I'm
about that?
seeing more and more of them. And when I see one that hasn't been done yet, I start thinking,
I could do
should
it.
I
It's
start
my
tagging
moment.
clitoris?
Stop tagging!
Clitoris.
Ooh,
Tag
your
on, tag off.
gamer tag.
The very much. And listen, that's my own business. Clitoris. Oh my god. Oh, well, I'm literally talking to you from the beyond, from my holidays out on the cruise.
It's a great beyond. She's cruising
Oh,
around.
I'm so excited. And last time I didn't do Wi-Fi for the whole thing, but this time if you pre-book the Wi-Fi you get 20% off. So for the 11 days it's only going to be 200 and something quid, which is a lot of money, but it's going to save my mental health. I'll be able to do all my posts, all my messaging, all of my grinders.
Yeah, you'll be acting away. But also, I think you should take a break, Mama. Take a break.
Sure, but
I'm like, I have to pass.
No,
I feel-
the world won't crumble around you if you just fucking chill out for your
I
holiday.
know.
Actually, no, don't buy that packet. Oh, wait,
But for
I'm
the
gonna
last 3 days,
start.
have to.
Start leaking rumors about you if you start posting. Don't, honest God, enjoy
Enjoy
your
my
holiday.
I know.
Enjoy your holiday.
I know, but
You're
I
like,
find
I
it
have to
hard,
be the
like,
queen of the fucking content. No, not for holiday,
I
Mary.
suppose I can post it when I get home.
Post cute holidays of like, trip to the spool, I was gonna say. All
Trip
that.
to the spa.
Yeah.
Can't say that anymore.
Show off your little Mickey and your little G-string or whatever you're wearing. Do all that, heart the ocean, and enjoy
That
yourself. Don't be like, I need to post. No,
Yeah.
no,
Well, I can say I can take. What I was thinking of doing was taking all my pictures and getting my content, post when I get home. Post when I get home. Posthumously.
And on that note,
My name is teen pop sensation Ariana Grindr,
and I am Autumn Moon.
and you're listening to and watching Glam is on
Oh, and frankly, Count Carla, you can suck it.
Nicely. Bye.
Happy Christmas. That's nice.
That's nice.